dissect the scenic route. We can do the dash, or we can slow down.
Family, welcome to the Till Death Do Us Part podcast. Y'all know where we discuss the ups, the downs, the all-arounds, and the in-betweens of those who have committed to being in this thing till death do us part. We're here with the Joneses, and I'm excited.
Yes.
I'm excited because if you ever want an opportunity to laugh at something that you should be mad at, they're going to help you do that. We understand that, man, in this journey, you got to be able to allow the God in you to overcome the moments that want to flip you. And so that's what we're doing. We're stirring up laughter.
Yeah.
Yes.
In marriages.
I like it.
And so to get things started, to get things rolling, you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's get this thing popping. We always love to just, ask ourselves, right? Well, first, give us a background of who y'all are before I jump into it.
I like it. So I'll jump in by saying I am Ricky, and then there's the oh-so-beautiful Chrystle there. And we're the Joneses, right?
Yes.
We've been married now for 10 years, going on 11 already.
Wow.
And I'll let you do that little quick
11
line
years.
that you do, right, about how we met and married, you know what you do.
Yes. So I always tell people we met, got engaged, and married in 9 months. Yes.
Record-breaking.
And I feel like it's only a success story because we're 10 years in and we still are like, we do it all over again. Oh, wow.
That was a nice line. That is true. And we have 2 kids.
Yes.
We have Rain and we have Ricky. Rain is 8. Ricky is currently 6. And they are phenomenal. They're great kids, fun family, and always ready for a good time.
Listen, and this is what we're about to do because we love to start off just talking about some unexpected moments, right?
Okay.
We know everybody has this vision of what marriage is going to be like, or what should we say, this dream of what marriage is going to be like. And if there's some people that I know that's had some unexpected moments that there's no way you could have dreamt this happening, is these 2 over here. So let's get a rundown. Like give me 3 moments where you just absolutely paused and it was like, where am I right now?
Where am I right now? My Lord. Oh my gosh. Like, where do we start? I'll start with one.
Okay.
Chrystle has picked up this liking to baking bread. And if you know how the bread process works, it's messy.
Okay.
It's chaotic in the kitchen, but it turns out great at the end. And I'll walk into the kitchen and there's powder everywhere, dough lumped up in certain spaces, measuring dishes. It's like a science beaker, like all these things in there.
Yeah.
And if you know me, you know I like cleanliness.
Yeah.
And so I see it. I hate what I see, and I just turn back around because I don't want to see no more. And so that's been one of the new things that Chrystle has picked up that I'm like, oh my goodness. Because when we met, she was clean.
Yeah.
From what I saw. But now, being in for a little longer, I'm realizing, okay, there's another side.
Do you remember that time when you went and you bought some bread, but I had started my bread baking era?
Oh, yeah.
And then you left the house,
gosh.
and then when you came back, I had baked 12 loaves of bread.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I just want to show you that you don't have to buy bread.
It was wild. And guess what? We ate none of it. We ate none of it. So it was a total waste. So again, how did we get here?
Yeah, and I just want to ask a question, right? Because I know a little bit about Ricky, and I know you love to count the dollars.
Yes, sir.
But you enjoy counting the pennies.
Come on.
Right? So
Come on. Oh, Lord. Yeah.
So how do you how does this really hit you when you're seeing bread on top of bread, right? Like ingredients roll through the door. I don't know about you, but I'm a certified bag watcher myself.
Respect.
Oh, wow.
I don't like that I watch bags.
Yeah.
But I watch bags.
Yes, sir.
So as are you a certified bag watcher?
I am a closet account watcher.
A closet account watcher.
We're here now. I see the bag and I go to the account. Chrystle came in just the other day with 3 bags and I went to the account. $69.
So you see the bag goes to the account.
I do that.
I didn't know that. I see the bags. I count. I start counting when I see the bag.
Did not help the situation.
No. You gotta look at the
He's
account.
making up numbers. Ricky's fact checking.
You gotta look at the account because stuff can be because my wife, what she does. Your sister, my wife, what she does, which I ain't threw that in the beginning, but I should have. what she'll do is leave bags in the car.
Oh.
So I don't see it all. So I want to see how much this journey has cost. And that's why I look at the accounts rather than counting the bags.
Yeah, I just got educated.
Yeah. Because I'm a clean person. Sometimes something happens in the car. I have to go in there and I should know. She'll ask, hey, why are you going to the garage again? I go in the trunk. Bag, just stuff. Hair products, all kind of stuff.
How do you navigate? So Rashida, like,
oh boy, how did this get on me?
I found out that Rashida figured out what I was trying to do. You know what I'm saying? And,
cats out the bag.
You know, because like one thing that I have a hard job of doing is like hiding my face.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So the bags like show up and like I'm the bag watcher and I add when I see bags. You know what I'm saying? So it's like bag after bag after bag after bag after bag. And I'm thinking to
bag after bag.
Hello.
I don't know if it's that many bags.
All I'm here to ching, cha-ching,
go ahead,
cha-ching,
finish your
cha-ching.
story.
You know?
Yeah.
And she says often like, what's wrong with you?
You should know by now.
No.
It's a tough moment.
Yeah.
For who?
For me.
Respect.
Do I come out?
Not for me. Chris said, not for me. I got my bag.
Do I come out right now? Do you come out right then when you see the numbers?
Good.
It's probably not best.
Or do you hold right? Like what do you do?
Yeah.
You go pray.
What I do is you can pray. Prayer is when it exceeds what needs to be there. But what I'll do is I'll see what is spent, and then when other activities, are thrown out there, possibilities, I'll say how it's already spent.
Oh no, Ricky,
Yeah. We want to maybe go out to eat. Well, we already have
so
this.
you'll quantify
the
future moves
by what's already spent. Because there's a budget.
So what does that moment mean to you? Like what is that? Does that mean that you stop buying less stuff, or do you just be like, well, it was what it was?
And this is good because we never talked about this.
A lot of times I just be like,
curious.
it was what it was. I mean, at the end of the day, I feel like, and then two, I'm looking at like the
I would like to put a pin right there and come back. You finish your.
I'm looking at like the month also. So I'm thinking about adjustments that I know. So I'd be like, oh, well, I did this and this and this week. This is like the weekly budget for groceries. So, because most of the time I'm spending money on food. That's what I'm buying, food specifically. And so I just be like, okay, that means next week I'll make an adjustment this way. And so like I'm mentally adjusting.
Can I ask a question? This has always run through my mind. So the immediate thought is, if I'm buying the food from the grocery, I found this, right? That a lot of times people think, if I bought the food from the groceries, that automatically makes it less than going out.
That's not true.
Always.
I don't
That's
think
not
that.
true.
A lot of people think that though.
Yeah, no.
People
It's very
think that if you
expensive
go
in the
to the
grocery
grocery store, it'll be cheaper than going to a restaurant.
No.
Sometimes, now the way prices are.
For sure. And it depends how you shop. It depends where you shop.
Quality of the shop.
For
of
sure.
Shopping.
Yep.
But I want to surface that, because what defines need?
Need,
like
what do you
food,
need?
Like this is what we needed.
Toiletries, food. I'm not a shopper, like a mall shopper. I'm more like, if something is needed, I just go get it. It's not, I don't know. Have you noticed I'm not like a mall shopper? Have you noticed that ever since the pandemic? I don't like going to the mall.
Oh, so recently you become a non-mall shopper.
Yeah, I would say I'm an online shopper. I'm an online.
And there's needs online that you find.
Yes. I'm an
Interesting.
online shopper.
I don't think
I like what's not being said.
I'm pretty
Because I feel
good
the pain.
at knowing the difference between like needs and like wants. Most of the stuff that I buy is not stuff that I need per
When you say
se.
you're not a mall shopper,
Yeah.
let's define what makes someone a mall shopper.
Okay, I'll define that. It's like when you go to the mall and you come back with like several bags, that's a mall shopper. Where myself, I'll go to Publix and come back with the same amount of bags, but it's for the family.
Or online.
So both of y'all
you'll
is
have
shopping,
boxes.
but you buying food and he buying clothes.
But she shops
Because
online.
see, Pastor B don't want to talk about what
That
he
is
buys.
a thing too. You're also buying stuff.
But Pastor B
Like,
buys
you're
clothes
buying-
and shoes. I don't know the last time I bought clothes and shoes.
Oh, that's good. Because maybe he's bought some for you.
So we're
you
all
didn't
buying
have to.
stuff. We're just buying different stuff.
There you go, Crystal. We're just
Let me
buying
speak
I
to
don't
that.
think Ricky buys stuff though. Ricky don't really be
but
buying
it was one
stuff.
time. It was one time
Let's
where
not
I
talk
had
about the
enough.
past.
I had enough.
What qualifies the
buying.
past? I think that's another thing.
The past. Like we like to bring up the past a lot.
What's
Let's
the
focus
past?
on the present.
Well, the past will determine what happens in the present.
No, because people change. The need is different.
But the money is gone.
The money's
Talk
gone.
about money right
The
now.
money
We
is
talking
gone.
about people.
Let's talk about the money being gone.
That's it.
oh my.
Because you can't recover grocery money, but you can recover mall money.
That is
easily.
true.
With a
That's
return.
true. That's
With a
true.
return.
I
I'm
done
looking,
returned some stuff to a grocery store though.
and some stuff needs to be returned right now.
What?
Because I looked at the refrigerator, it's 4 bags of salad. Why is it 4 bags of salad?
Probably a sale, Ricky. It was probably a
Yeah,
sale.
if it's buy one get one free, you know they
Boom,
don't
knew
do
it.
the half off like up there.
Yeah.
and so
But-
you got to take the other one. So that's now we have it.
But make it make sense. So you still buying lunch if you got salads in the refrigerator.
But I only buy lunch maybe like twice a week.
I would like to
Ask me
say
how many times I buy lunch.
that Rashida
many
may
times
not
you buy?
define herself as a mall shopper.
I'm not.
But I would define her as an occasion shopper. Because if there's an occasion,
Oh yeah,
She
I'm
going shopping.
there's
Oh,
a trip to the
absolutely.
mall.
Like vacation? Oh, I'm going to the mall.
And I had to learn that. I had to learn that.
But would you prefer me being an occasional shopper or a
Habitual
every
shopper.
week? Yeah, like an every week constant shopper.
I mean, I don't shop every week.
I mean, I'm not talking about you. I'm
Okay.
talking about me.
Me. Oh, what would I prefer?
What would
I
you prefer?
An occasion shopper,
Right.
or a just an addiction? Is that what you're saying? Like an addiction? Or are you saying
We
like
turn dark so quick.
no? You know what I'm saying? Like we
That's
say.
heavy. That's heavy.
You know what I'm saying?
said,
Some people
would you
like
prefer an
they get
occasional?
no. When I define addiction, I'm saying like there's some people that every time they get paid, they gotta buy something.
Right, that's not
And
me
they
though.
To
see
feel
they
good.
see it as like this is how I reward myself.
Yeah, for the hard
I
Like,
used
work.
to
like
be
for
like
my
that.
hard work.
I will say I used to be like that.
So I
Copy.
mean, I ain't say who it was.
Yeah, but the raised hand was raised.
No, when we first got married,
Yes, ma'am.
I used to say that. I worked all week. I should be able to get something.
Okay.
That was selfishness in the
Okay.
beginning of the marriage.
Okay.
As time went on and you have children now,
Yes.
that's the last thing I'm thinking about is me. 9 times out of 10, I'm thinking about my daughter.
I would like
Beautiful.
to just say right here, I praise God for right here where we at. You know, I love you. She's occasional. She's an occasion shopper.
Yes.
You know, I'm embracing that.
Yes.
You know, and yeah.
So help me, because I've been curious about the thought. Is that, as people walk by, how is it that on vacations the thought
Yeah.
is let me buy stuff?
So here's the
Because
thing.
I want to. Oh, go ahead.
Here's the thing.
Go ahead, baby.
And I had to work this the rough way.
Help
Uh-oh.
me.
So in my mind, right, we're going on a vacation.
Yes, sir.
And so all resources and focuses should be on the vacation.
That's me. I'm listening. Help
Then
me.
I realized I was like, oh, vacation is an occasion.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And so I had to start to go ahead and work in my mind that not only are you booking days, but you booking outfits that are needed every day. Right? Like
Okay.
if there's a 3-day vacation, there's a potential of needing 3 new outfits purchased for every new day of that vacation.
For you, or you calculated that for your
I'm
her?
calculating this for her.
Okay.
Because
Now
I
he
had to observe. It wasn't a
now he-
conversation.
Yes, sir.
Now he has to do it times 2. Because if we're going on
some key
vacation
words
and
being
Amber is
said.
going, I make sure that she has
Like mother, like daughter.
Has new clothes.
But I mean,
because the
but
people
I will
haven't
s-
seen the clothes.
right, but
Uh-huh.
also too as seasons change. Sometimes,
Yes.
guys, you don't realize that weight fluctuates,
Yeah.
body fluctuates. So what I went and had a bathing suit maybe 6 months ago, I may
May
not
not.
wear that bathing suit
Okay.
again.
Yeah.
So those are the things. And us as women, we pull of our stuff out before we go on vacation, and things start to change. And you're like, oh snap! I need a new this. I need a new that. So that's where that comes. There's intention behind
And-
why we're doing.
And
what
I
we're
would
doing.
say
Yeah.
Okay.
what I'm saying, like I had to, like, for first off, like, just a word that just doesn't work
yeah.
in
in our
anything
house.
we do
budget.
is, well, I wasn't gonna say budget.
I don't
Well,
like the word.
first of all, budget was one. I had to
Yep.
learn. I had to learn words
Yep.
that
Triggers.
signal control and remove all words that signal control out of every conversation.
Oh yeah.
So I went from budget to spending plan. You know
Oh,
what
yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
I went from like, okay, we going out to eat to let's enjoy. I actually started to like understand the
verbiage.
fact that like, hey, I just got paid and I want to feel as though in some way my efforts are rewarded.
Yes, sir. Okay.
And so I stopped trying to fight it.
Yeah.
And started to create space for it.
It was just triggering because when I hear budget growing up, as a child, I was taught to budget.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was taught to follow a certain thing. I felt like when I became adult and I married Bryan, I don't need to be budget. I don't need you to tell me my spending. We talk together. Okay, this is how much money it is. This is what we can do. And you will make that decision. It's just triggering words for me. So when Bryan started changing the words, it was easier for me. Like allowance, I hate that word.
And I would
An
say
allowance is for a child. I'm an adult.
right? So these
Period.
words, right? So I had to learn words. But I would say this too, is understanding that like
Yeah.
there are two different like approaches.
Yeah.
Some people, and I don't think people realize this, and I had to like realize this once we got married, is like I'm a person that is okay with delayed gratification.
For sure.
But then there are
That's
people
true.
that like they need, not I want to say instant in the sense of immature, but like they need perpetual, like growing gratification.
Gotcha.
And so it still is and has been like a journey bringing those worlds together.
Okay.
And I think most important is like that I've tried to do is never get overcommitted to one way, but just observe what's happening and then know that this is what's happening in this season.
I like that.
And then just adjusting.
Yeah.
So they'll be like, and that could be from big to small things, but at the same time, like if I am ahead of it, not in the sense of control, but in the sense of like understanding what she's saying she needs, it always flows better. And so it's like I know that for her, it's not just like, oh, if I just got paid, I need new shoes. It could be as simple as I just got paid. Can we go out to eat tonight?
Okay.
Right. And then, but then it's like understanding, okay, that's the season. And for me, and it was a lot of adjustments for me, is I had to be more flexible in long-term planning.
Okay.
Because I was the type of person, like literally in high school, I was like, listen, I don't need no graduation party. Like, just give me the money and
sure.
I can plan. Like something better. Like I can instantly kill a gratification in the moment.
For sure.
not
You know,
me,
I
though.
didn't necessarily need
Not
that.
me. Graduation, we about to have some fun.
Oh, wow.
And
Right.
like
Yeah.
he said, I'm an occasion. I just noticed that. He said I'm an occasion person.
That's what I
That is
observed.
true.
You done well.
I observed.
You
That
done
is
well.
true.
You know, I went and looked it up. Understood its tendencies.
Yes. And brought it back home.
Yeah.
I ain't
Still
tell her.
figured it out.
Like, you know,
Yeah,
I ain't
yeah,
tell her
yeah.
because that would sound like control. Like, you
Okay.
know who you are.
You
You know what I'm
can't do
saying?
that. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
not what you want.
I'm so grateful. Amen.
That's good. I'm still trying to figure it out. My wife can hit me from a many ways, so I don't know. I need to send me the site that you found the information on because I'm still figuring it out. But I know
Yeah.
one time, so we did the budget. We did various budgets.
Okay.
Hate to use the word in this setting, but nonetheless we did because I realized we have different spending habits.
Yes. that's
She'll
true.
spend until
Yes.
it goes to zero. And I'm like, we don't have to go to zero. Why,
Gotcha.
why do we go to zero? Like, why? Like, I like overflow. I like saving.
Yeah.
She would say I'm like her mom and she's more like her dad. I'm like,
Yeah.
what are we
Talk that
doing?
talk.
Like, yes, I like saving.
Overflow.
I like, that's it. Investing. I like seeing the money grow and all. She like seeing it go. And I'm like, hold on. And so we did various methods of budgeting. It worked for a season. She would get out because she liked spending. So it was one time I was like, enough is enough. I think it was probably about 5 years ago. She started spending, I started spending.
Oh,
She started
snap.
spending, I started spending. It went to zero. It went under zero. It's like, now what we gonna do? So it's like,
The funny part is he's in this moment. He's
She
stressed
care
out.
less.
And you're not.
like,
Boy, ain't
bad.
that like being in the
Yep.
battle you ain't
I
built
feel
to
like
win.
that's your responsibility.
Ain't
You're the
nothing
man.
like
It's gonna work
built to
itself
win.
out.
I
It's
think-
gonna work
I
itself
think
out.
everybody has been in like that petty patch.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
I call it petty patch
Yeah, I've
when you
been there.
realize like you ain't got what it takes to win this.
Yeah.
no.
I'm just
I learned
living
quick.
life. He's doing something intentionally. And he's like, see, now I bought something. I said, I'm glad you finally enjoying yourself.
Man, I'm miserable.
I'm
can't even
you
enjoy
want
it.
I don't even want it.
I don't even want it.
Matter of fact, I'm buying something for you too. Look at this.
Hello.
Look at what I got you. How much did this cost?
It don't even spray the same. But nonetheless, it's like, all right, so now we have figured out, all right, let's talk it out. Let's talk our plan out. And we have an understanding of what it could be. So
I'm going to be honest with you. Like, that was one of the, like, defining moments, like, that I had to actually get, like, counsel for it. And so
You had to get counsel for what?
Not like, well, I'm finna say it.
You heard it here first. You got to get counsel.
No, not counsel in the sense of counsel.
Some advice.
And so it was advice. It was wisdom and direction.
That's
Okay.
In a structured
But
setting.
Rashida had planned a birthday party for me. And I had started to get, like, in the wind, like, details of, like, what
Which birthday party is this?
This was it was so what is actually, like, bringing me back to it is it was part of the birthday party is because she always likes to go away in connection with birthday parties. I had found out that she wanted to come to this hotel. And then I went and looked up how much this hotel cost.
My Lord.
And then when I saw how much it cost, I was like, But then I found out that my parents were supposed to be there too. So then I called my dad. I was like, Dad, you think we can switch hotels? I was trying to control it from, like, the sky.
That's it.
From the sky.
Looking at the cost.
And he looked
That's a
at me and
wise
said,
man.
Bryan, why do you not want to go to this hotel? I ain't necessarily want to tell him.
Respect.
Like I'm trying to, like, I'm trying
Guard
to
the
keep.
gains.
It's a surprise birthday party, but I'm also trying to
Spin after.
manage the surprise.
That's
you know what I'm
it.
saying?
That's
Wow, control.
I
Go
want to
ahead.
be surprised, but I want to also be happy surprised.
Exactly. I want to enjoy the surprise.
I'll never get. He on the phone. I said, well, Dad, it's the money. He said, you should be happy that woman wants to spend money on you. I said, I should.
Thank you, Pastor Powe.
I should.
Trying.
Yeah, I need
And he
deeper.
said, listen, man,
I'm trying.
you should go and you should enjoy yourself. And I needed these talks,
Because let me tell you, at the end of the day, as a woman, if we're surprising our husband, we've already calculated, okay, we won't do this next week. We won't do this. We won't. We do.
Right.
We do.
My wife math is different though. I don't know how good your math
I mean, it
is. He can
sometimes
speak for
doesn't
that.
work out because you need something.
Oh, the need is back.
The need is back. And nothing overrides the need. Ain't nothing
need.
overrides
The need is back.
And we haven't even defined the
There's
need.
a lot
But
of things I've been able to define.
But not that need.
I don't know what a need is.
Well, aren't you glad?
I'm
Aren't you
still
glad
not.
that we're not like spenders? Like, oh, I need this, and that's $1,000. We're
Right, like I'm
we
not
keep
out
it in
buying
the
bags and
yeah,
jewelry
designer
and
bags
I don't know, whatever
and
other
jewelry
type
and
of stuff.
It's not like
I'm buying
that.
food. Food is a
And
need.
once again, like
That's my wife.
if there was a list of, like, just what is a need, I
Right.
think that's
I
where
think we should
I think
define
there's
that.
a lot of men that are lost in the category of what a need is. you
Yeah,
know?
because
And then-
women
and-
say, I need my nails done, I need my hair done. I feel like if
I
I
even
met you
say
that
that.
way
That's true.
and you liked the way I looked when I got my nails and my hair done, if I could do it by myself, why would I stop doing it when I marry you?
That's
It
true.
does not make sense.
That
That's
does
so
make
true.
sense. That's really good.
And that
math.
was
That's really
a tough
good math.
2 years.
She
if I'm
wasn't
being
like
honest.
that. When I found her, she wasn't
Gotcha.
all of that. And I said, yes.
No, you just did. When you met her, she wasn't like that.
Yeah.
Maybe in that season,
And that's
she
what
was
I
maybe
saw.
like that.
She was
in
And
college.
so,
she
and
was.
so
it's
I was
different.
trying, if in full transparency, right? Because I think
She tricked
I think
you.
this might help some people, right? I think it might help some people because that was a whole moment.
Oh,
that
yeah,
was
it
like
was.
the first 2 years
Yep.
of marriage. Was she was wanting to put nails
In
and
a
feet
need.
getting done as a bill.
Yep.
That's
I'm your
allowance.
wife. Yeah.
That's allowance.
And so I was saying that that's in her discretionary spending,
For
not
sure.
allowance.
Yep.
In her discretionary
That's a nice word.
Absolutely
spending.
not.
And there you go, right?
was
You
a
got
response.
getting the answer live in the
But get
color.
this, I considered it a bill because, and I even did it. I did this to Bryan being petty. I went without getting my feet done for like a couple of months. One day he said, what's going on with your feet? I said, this is what happened. I didn't put no nail polish. I didn't take anything. I was being petty. And ever since then, he's never questioned me again about getting my nails
Yeah,
and feet
and
done.
I just had to, in my mind, say to myself
Petty. Prove a point.
that for some strange reason, and I was even trying to use logical things, so I was even saying stuff like, and I'm saying this 'cause I think it helps somebody.
Yes,
Because I
sir.
was trying to be like, so you telling me like, because I was trying to create like what a bill was. So I was like, if you telling me if there's no food on the table, you still gonna get your nails and feet done?
Of course not, babe.
And
That's
I was trying to like be like, because no, you wouldn't, because it's not a bill. Like you would not do it. So it's not a bill because it's discretionary.
No, a bill is you put the money aside to pay for it.
Okay. It's bill and need interchangeable.
So when I
if
you have a list of water bill, light
ma'am.
bill, this, I believe this is just me as a husband, there has to be a section for your wife to maintain
herself.
Yes.
It's
I
in
get
the
that because I'm
food.
going to have a hair budget.
It's
I
in
don't
the
got no real
food.
budget.
It's in
I
the
got
life.
no budget.
Ricky
It's
said
in the
it's
housing.
in the food.
That's how you maintain.
Understandable.
Okay,
And then
yes, ma'am.
and then you guys like to say, "Oh, babe, I like your hair natural. Oh, babe, I like the way you look." Yes, for a certain, you're saying that, and that is true. But what drew you to me were these things. And if I stop doing it, and other people do it, your attention can go elsewhere. So I like to maintain the way I look. If I want to get my nails done, that's a part of the family budget or spending
bill.
plan.
My hair
for
is going to be
bill.
done.
So I
That's
have
for
a
sure.
thought. I have a
done.
thought.
That's for sure.
That might help us. We should have more conversations with the potential spouses of what did you see me as when you first saw me?
That's
Yeah.
good.
Because you just said it's rooted. That's the root.
When she hit me with that one, I was like, that's true. You know,
Because-
that's true.
Yeah, she
You know?
can't have that same argument.
Now, my hair going to be done. My hair always
It
been
was-
done.
it was
you didn't see
nicely
me without
done.
my hair done.
Because
But
you
it
got to think
wasn't
about
like
it. You guys
all
don't
this
really get
makeup.
your nails and feet done.
Well, no, makeup and all
Haircut,
these
that's
things,
probably
whatever.
the most you guys are gonna do.
That's it. And it hurt to spend over $25 to get a haircut.
Ricky, we just like you. We just know
That
you
hurt.
don't like to spend money.
What?
We just know you don't. Well,
I
you
bought
do
clippers.
spend. My man go cut his own
What?
hair.
I
It's
think
been
everybody
struggled twice. I'm growing it out right now.
I think
'cause they
everybody
would've-
been through the
So we talked about a lot of spending.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
talked about a lot of spending
Because it
and all
happens a
that.
lot.
But I think that that's a place, right, that
Yeah.
even statistically, that most divorces happen
true.
because
Of the
of
finances.
financial conflict.
No,
For
you're
sure.
right.
Because
You're
I think
right.
what people don't realize is inside of the spending of money, the Bible says where your treasure is, your heart is also.
Yeah.
And so it's like, I don't think people realize that they're navigating issues of the heart as they're developing a budget plan.
Gotcha.
And so like that part was something that like I had to start to embrace. That's what I mean by I was like, oh no, like she's seeing this as a point of like appreciation. That's a matter of the heart. You're seeing this as a moment of just your presentation. That's a matter of the heart. Like it's more than just money. It's how the heart is managed.
I hear you.
And so it's like when we're thinking about budget, we got to think about how do I need this heart to be managed in the season,
Yes.
right? And so that's why I say it has to be fluid because you can going through a tough time
Yeah.
and you got to be like, well, how does the heart need to be managed? Because the money is showing where the heart is being planted.
That's good.
And so it's like I had to, and for myself, like I say, for me, realize that, man, that's a tough thing.
Yeah.
Like long-term gratification is a tough thing.
Yeah.
And I gotta understand that, man, like, and I tell people all the time, like, you can want somebody to be or become whoever you want them to be or become, but they're first gonna repeat what they've always been around.
Yeah.
Right.
sure.
So it's like what that's what I say your point is so awesome. Like, where did you meet this person at? Like when you met them, wherever you met them, that pattern is gonna continue.
Yeah.
But I think like taking it beyond money, right? Not letting the money become petty
Yeah.
and really realize we're managing a heart with finances, then you realize there's many ways to manage a heart.
Yeah.
Like there's many ways to say that, hey, I want to make sure that you stay healthy.
Yeah.
You know, that
Yeah,
you aren't
yeah.
becoming, you know, in a space to where it's like I'm working, but I don't see any results from it.
Yeah, no fruit,
Right?
yeah.
And so I would say like that's like still, it's not something that you ever grasp, but
Right.
it's truth that just helps you move forward.
Because
and
it's forever changing.
Yeah.
It's not going to stay the same in the whole entire marriage. It's so fun. Every year, Bryan will always say, okay, Rashida, what are some of the desires that you have, or what do you see? What do you want to do? We always kind of take a snapshot because it changes every year. Like this year, we know we want to build a house, right? And so there's things that in our mind we're going to still continue to meet and talk about.
Yeah.
But what we did last year in that season may not be what we're going to do in this season. But we're always doing the check marks to make sure no one's lacking in the areas that they believe.
also have to realize, like, just talking to Rashida, like, she's more prone to make large sacrifices than small ones.
That's true.
And so I stopped trying to make small ones, talk about small ones, and see how we can navigate large ones. Like, what's a large one? Like, she'll change a car before she'll want to change getting her nails done.
Copy.
You'll tell me what's more important to you.
Yeah. Like, she'll be like, if I say, hey, like, she'd rather change where we're living than change how many times we go out to eat.
Copy.
Like,
Value.
she'll sacrifice large. She doesn't like to sacrifice on smaller things. And I'm thinking about how small things add up to large things.
Every time.
And so I had to, like, reverse my thinking. You know, I always think the one that, like, quote, came to the light first should be the most willing to adjust. Like if you came to the light, live in the light. But you don't drag your spouse or your partner into the light.
Right.
Allow them to come to it the way you did. So now that you're in the light, make the adjustments. You know? And so I always see that as I saw that. So
No, that's
I'll
great.
make the adjustment.
Yeah.
Like, and that's what I'm saying, because we're in this for a lifetime.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I think that's a good thing that I don't want to just be said and be missed of. Whoever comes to the light first, you know, have grace for the other that is coming to the light, right? Don't drag them, don't force them, because it won't be what you're desiring to be for the unit,
Exactly.
right? And so that's good. I love
Because
that.
what is it, right? We're talking about a lifetime.
For sure.
And when you look through any moment through the lens of forever, it makes the moment seem less impactful.
For sure. For sure.
And so it's like, as long as I was like, no, you got to look at it forever. You know, and that's even what we do as Christians, that we look at our everyday lives and trials through the lens of eternity.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so we have to look at our marriages through the lens of forever.
Yep.
It's just a different perspective.
Yeah.
That's
That's good.
Fairy